Oh my God. What is the craziest? Downright silly thing you have ever done for love? Love. That's what they call LOVE. What have you done? What have you done? Talk to me, people. Talk to me.
So, Key, when you say what's the craziest thing someone's ever done for love, what do you mean? Do you mean like in a marriage, in a relationship, or, just something crazy? Just like we watch a lot of the shows with, what's that?
For my man.
For My Man and Fatal Attraction, right? So those shows are so crazy.
We don't watch them, G. We've seen them, man. I always think folks like that's what I do in my pastime.
I'm just saying.
Episodes.
Okay, so you've never seen it.
I've seen maybe one or two all the way through.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually watched them, and I'm so intrigued because it's like, are these people really serious? It's like, wow, all these people are, killing somebody because they want their loved one to do some crazy stuff, like maybe kill their family members, or kill their dad or kill their mother because they don't like them, or they feel like it will be, they would benefit if the person dies because maybe they don't feel like the mother or the father or the sister or the brother are really liking that person. So, Key, what do you think? What is the craziest thing you've done for love?
Oh, so why you got to put me on the spot?
Okay, well, Key, maybe one of your friends,
We talking about the people out there. No, I'd probably say I probably have helped guys when you're dating them, or in a situation where, you like, what? You say you're a little short, or
what do you mean short? What does that mean?
I guess your check was $450. You're looking for it to be $500. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I think my stuff has been more monetary, helping for love. You know what I'm saying? Even though you kind of, some people will probably talk like, you don't give a man this, you don't do this, blah blah blah. I think I've helped more out financially. And I guess I may have driven a place in the middle of the night or something extreme like that. But I think that's the gist of my craziness and silliness, or mess around. Might have sent you a pic, and that's not even my style.
What do you mean a pic? Oh, what are you talking about?
Let me see it.
You up here sending pics. I'm like, what kind of pics you sending?
Let me see it.
Oh, I'm learning something about Key. Okay.
You on the phone late nights.
Oh, do tell.
They might have been cross state line, in another state. And you're like, oh my God, just let me see it. Let me see it. I'm like, that ain't me, dude. That ain't what I do.
But you send the pics, so apparently it is you. What's really going on?
It ain't me, but it's probably what I did. You know what I'm saying?
So do you regret it?
Yeah, girl, because you'll be sending out pics because you don't know where it's gonna end up. Even on the monetary part, you feel bad. You feel like, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not supposed to help you, but then you have to learn, like, it's not that serious. If that's your guy, you know what I'm saying, husband, boyfriend, I got you, but it's just like, after watching some of those shows, it's kind of like, oh my God, my little stuff I thought was silly and crazy. Their stuff is to the extreme. I can't take no case for you, bruh. I can't go down.
So for everyone that's out there, type something and let us know what's the craziest thing you have done for love, right? I just had this conversation with someone last weekend. No, it wasn't last weekend. Maybe it was early this week, right? So, and I told her I was going to use this story. She went to get her hair done, and the person she is with waited for her in the car for like 4 hours, right? And I'm like, are you kidding me? You just waited in the car for her to get her hair done, and you stayed in there and watched TV? We actually laughed and joked. I'm like, you didn't even go inside the salon. You sat in the car. It's like, oh my goodness. The probably craziest thing I've done in a relationship is probably stayed too long. Probably stayed too long in a relationship. So it's like, okay, do you know when your time is up? It's like, okay, let's leave. So a lot of times we find ourselves staying in these relationships and we stay too long. And I mean, that's kind of crazy because you know it's time for you to move around, but you don't. So I don't know if, okay, so you guys, I don't know if the comments are coming in. Let us know. We can't see them if you are typing them. Keith, what are some of the other crazy stories you've heard of someone doing? Like, oh, this one time, catching a case, meaning like they are willing to go to jail for their man.
Yeah. I don't know if they were willing.
Well, if they took the case, apparently they're willing to go to jail.
I don't know if they were willing.
Then what you call it?
I think it just ended up because I guess love was so blind.
Love.
They were so
Love or
blind
stupidity.
about love.
Which one is it?
They were just so blind about love.
Well, we've all done something.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, we've all done something that we're not proud of. But at the end of the day, it's like, what do you really do? Does this person really love you if they ask you to do something crazy? Like take a case, like you just said, take a charge. So does that person really love you?
I think you think they do because I guess you thinking that they would not ask you to do anything they didn't love you.
Oh.
So I guess the first and foremost part should be, do we love ourselves? Because I think you're not thinking. You're so caught up in, oh my God, I want to be with this woman. I want to be with this man. So whatever they tell me, I think I'm good with it. Like, surely you're not going to steer me wrong, right?
Well, I
mean, you know, that's what you think, and I believe you like, oh, he told me to bring this down to the jail. It's contraband. He said, bring that down to the jailhouse and I'm good. And you're like, oh, okay, what time and what place? And then you do it and you like, then you get, you know, busted down. You're like,
then it's like you about to catch a case because you tried to take something out of prison that you know you're not supposed to.
Oh, Freddie said, stand in a relationship when the sex wasn't good.
Oh God,
that's the craziest thing you've done for love.
So is sex important in a relationship?
It sounds like with Miss Freddie, sex is very important. She said that's the craziest thing she's ever done. Stay in a relationship with the sex is not good.
One time, I know this girl, she actually bought some tires for a guy that she was dating, right?
So he can roll around her life. But I'm just curious.
She bought tires, you know? It was like, I mean, everybody was young at the time. So she was in school. I don't know, she was in school or she was working and he was working. And it was like, how do you let somebody sweet talk you enough to buy some tires for their car?
But check this out, G. What do you think, what type of story do you think a person could tell you that have you to do something crazy, like back in your day? You know what I'm saying? Like, what could someone tell you? Like, did you say, you know, somebody said tire? Did they tell you the story of why they bought the tire? Did the person come to you and say, I'm down on my 4 flats? So, I mean, how do you tell a person to say, can you buy me not 2 tires, but a set of 4 tires?
Well, the person was like, you know, they didn't have a lot of money, so they wanted the girl to like buy the tires. I don't think he gave her a sob story or anything like that. I just think he said, hey, I need some tires. And maybe because she was feeling him or whatever the case may be, she was like, okay, I'll go buy you some tires. Now, did the relationship last after she bought the tires? Absolutely not. You know, and then when you're in college, oh my goodness, you let somebody drive your car while you're in class. Oh, here's the other crazy thing, right? You're at work. This person drops you off, and then he's late picking you up. Yeah. And you're not even mad at him when he comes to pick you up. What kind of foolishness is that? Where they do that at?
Girl, that sounds like some of that. What's the movie? Baby boy kind of stuff. You late picking me up.
You late picking me up in my car. You know, and then you get an attitude because I'm like, oh, you'll never drive my car again. Not saying, I'm just using me, not saying that happened to me. I guess I should say whatever. But it was like, okay, so you allowed him to be late picking you up while you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, waiting for him.
Yeah, but fam, come on, don't leave us out here with our silly, crazy stories. I know. Matter of fact, we're talking some stories back in our younger days, but you can't tell me at this age and time now, people not still doing silly stuff. They can make a show out of it.
Someone said cutting off the previous favorites. What do you mean by that? Cutting off the previous favorites? Because someone else said staying when the sex wasn't good. So if the sex is not good, it's like you're out. You know, maybe they just need a little time. You know, maybe they just need a little help. I remember this one time. This going crazy. One of my it was a friend of a friend. So she was dating this guy, and you know, it was like you guys said, it's about the sex or whatever. And she told him that he should go get a penile implant because he wasn't fully developed. So he did that, and and he came back to her, and he told her that was the best advice that she could have given him because it allowed him to, you know, go on in life and do what he had to do. So I thought it was crazy for her telling him that. You know, like, how do you tell somebody that? It's like, oh my goodness. Do you think you would do something like that?
Tell them that he needed.
No.
Probably.
No. So, I mean, some of the other craziest things that I think somebody has done is go let that person use their charge card, right? You just give them your charge card because they say they need some new clothes or they need some new something. And you're just so in love with this person that you're like, here you go, you take my card. Key, do you know anyone who's ever done something like that?
Yeah, I have. Well, I didn't do it to that extreme, but I did let you use my card. Sharon says, and have their friends in the car. Absolutely.
And then they pull up and like, you need to get in the back. No, boo. Y'all need to get out of my car. You know?
Well, Freddie says, well, that happened to me while married. My hubby dropped me off at work and then was late picking me up. So I walked home, but that was the last time I got dropped off in my own car.
Oh my God.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So, Freddie, when you got home, oh my goodness.
That had to be for love. Like I said, it ain't just my girlfriend and boyfriend, man and woman, husband and wife. People still do silly stuff and crazy stuff for they make.
It is. My husband would probably say I do a lot of crazy stuff. I don't know. I just, you know, it's like, I don't know if it's out of love or it's just something you're like, let me just try to do this. What do you think?
I think we use it out of love. When you say you down, all that, I'm down for mine, I'm real. No, just some things I just can't do. Like I say, taking cases, you put me in a financial hole, or, you know, okay, you are my husband. No, so what is calculated risk? Impossible.
So when are we just talking about spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend, or are we talking about friends as well?
Well, we said for love.
Okay, for love. Yeah, I love you.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if I've done some crazy stuff. No, but yeah. So okay, slow down. I think we got. Sharon said, "Fight time." Freddie, when you got home, did you guys fight? That's all I want to know. Because this dude that you walk home, oh my goodness, what was his response when you made it home? What did he say? Can you imagine that?
No, I can't. No, I can't. I can't imagine walking home when you're in my car and you're supposed to pick me up on time, because it's like, I'm sure you know, when it's time to go, I am what?
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Someone, I don't want to mispronounce your name, said you have to give up your previous love life to be loyal to the one you choose. Sometimes that single love life is more enjoyable without any strings. So does that mean that the craziest thing is you're going to stay in that relationship because you want to be loyal and you are afraid to be single? You know, is that what, I don't want to misconstrue your words, but is that what you're talking about, Matthews? I think we have another comment over there, Key.
Mr. Matthews, okay, that's almost about to sound crazy, Mr. Matthews. You got to give me a little bit more of what you're speaking on. Oh, hi, Lewis. He just saying good evening, ladies.
Hey, Lewis. So someone just joined. Yeah. Scroll down again, Key. Okay, I'm gonna need you to keep your hand on that clicker.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do too much. Freddie said this was your
first uncle.
So,
oh, okay.
So you asked that question. I'm old, can't remember that. Oh, okay. And then Sharon said, I tell them, don't tell me anything that breaks the law. I got to save myself. Oh, okay. So, but Sharon, what have you done crazy for love, though? I know. Freddie's left. What have you done crazy for love? Everybody's done something crazy for love. Now you can't tell me.
I ain't never done nothing crazy.
They'll probably get married. Who you married? Who a date too long?
Or married?
Yeah, probably getting something crazy. I mean, come on, people. I know you've done something.
Something crazy. Yeah. I mean, you just maybe stayed too long for where you were. The guy said, sorry, Matthew said, you asked about my first comment, and that was the answer. Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you for clarifying that for us. We understand now. Thank you.
Got you. Okay. Well, gee, I guess nobody's done anything crazy but us, I guess. So
no, you speak for yourself, but I ain't saying nothing crazy.
Girl, you didn't get to your age at this time. You done nothing crazy for love. Now your love might be better than that, but you ain't got to tell me that your love ain't been down a rock and roll of craziness. Come on, people.
What about if you go buy some furniture, furnish the person's place, your lover or your boyfriend or your girlfriend? You go and furnish his place because he's like, you know what? I can't get any furniture. I don't have a bed. I don't have a sofa. I don't have a TV. And then you take it upon yourself because you're so in love. You're like, okay, I'll help you out. I'll go get all this stuff for you. And then what if he doesn't answer your phone calls after you've done all of that? So, I mean, do you go to jail because you're going to kill that person? Do you go get all your belongings back? I mean, what do you do at that point? I mean, you have fully furnished, excuse me, you have fully furnished this person's house, right? I mean, fully furnished. And as soon as you do everything for that person, they stop returning your phone calls.
So the bachelor pad is laid out without the bachelorette in it. Just straight bachelor. Like Fred said, they not telling absolutely, Fred. It's okay, family. I don't want to tell. Hey, I just thought it was an interesting topic because when you see those shows, it's just amazing what people would do. Sharon also says, oh,
I'm not buying furniture.
Sharon says, stay in a dumb relationship with a, okay, or oops, okay. I get you.
Sharon says, stay in a dumb relationship with a whore. I guess that's what Matthews was saying over here. You got to cut it off. You know, you just got to cut it off and live that single love life. You know, sometimes it's more enjoyable without any strings. And that's what Matthew said on the other feed. Go ahead. Yeah. So he goes to what Sharon was said. You know, you just got to cut them off. That's crazy.
Fred says it's going to be a moment of waiting to exhale. Yeah, we burning your stuff. We burning that house. Damn. Exactly.
And Matthew said exactly. Okay, so yeah, you stand with a dumb whore because you just don't want to be single. You know, so you just in that relationship. Yeah. It's a loveless relationship.
Right, and I think people stay in relationships. Like I said, it was just an interesting topic I wanted to speak on, just for the fact as looking at those shows. I mean, those shows are to the extreme.
Yeah.
But we know people do crazy stuff for love. You know, you probably, as you guys have mentioned, stayed longer than you should have, or, you know, you have taken something that you shouldn't have taken. You have stolen for somebody.
I mean, oh, Lord. So you're taking penitentiary chances for somebody. Oh, my goodness. It's like, well, you know, we've all played boo-boo the fool sometimes. So it's like, Sharon has said, you want to read what she said?
I caught boyfriend cheating and cut all 4 tires. Didn't have to replace. Then had to replace? Oh, okay.
So you cut all 4 of the tires because you called him cheating. and then you replaced them chariots.
I'm feeling you on it. That was crazy. That was a dumb move on that one.
It was like, so you just cut the tires so you can put some more money back on the car. I mean, hey, we've done something crazy, and that's what the topic of this show is about today. What's the craziest thing you have done for love?
Right. Because we know you've done some. I just don't know if I can go to the extreme, but like I said, killing anyone, taking a case or anything like that. I just don't think I can go to those extremes. Like I said, when you watch those shows, I'm sure there has to be truth to them. They putting them on air and talking about it and reenacting the story. So it's just amazing to see the lengths that people will go to. I'm just like, for my man, fatal attraction. You just like, you understand the part of fatal attraction to the point where people, get caught in that the triangle love and things like that. But the one that's talking about for my man, I'm like,
I mean, I was watching this one episode, and this girl, her grandfather actually raised her. I mean, they had the best relationship ever. And then she meets this knucklehead. This knucklehead convinced her that her grandfather did not love her because he did not want them to be together. So he was like, in order for us to be together, you have to kill your grandfather because he's holding us back. And if you truly love me, if you truly want to be with me, then you will kill him. And I'm looking at this show like, is this girl really about to do this? Is she really thinking about killing her loved one because this man said, your grandfather don't want us to be together? So she killed him. She killed him because of the guy. It was like once she killed him, of course, if you ever watch the show, pretty much everybody goes to jail, right? Because it's like whomever is involved, they actually are charged with the crime. But for what he wanted her to kill him for, because he didn't have anywhere to go. He didn't have a house, he didn't have family, he didn't have anything. And so because she came from like a stable household, he was trying to wiggle his way in. And the grandfather was like, no, he can't come here. So he was like, the best thing that we can do is kill your grandfather so that we can be together. And guess what? She killed him. He moved in, and then he started beating her. And at the end of the day, she's in prison for life because she took her grandfather's life, the person that loved her beyond anything in this world, for this knucklehead.
Right. And as Sharon says, she didn't love herself. And that's what I was about to get to. I think a lot of things are stated and done in the name of love, because I think that's what that person feels. But then when you sit down and have time to think about, if you're that person, it really wasn't love. I'm sure you get to thinking to say, I don't think this person really loved me, or I really didn't love myself. Because, once we get locked up in jail, that's a lot of times
to think.
A lot of times you become preachers and lawyers. You know the law more than you knew when you were out. And then I think it just becomes a situation where you just thought that's what it was. But we say it all because in the name of love. I just don't think I love anybody that much. That's just like when parents, they love their kid. I do anything for my child. I love you, little Johnny and Sarah. I love God knows I do. But I just don't think I do well behind jail bars. I just don't think I do.
Speaking of that, it was an episode, I don't know if you guys watch Greenleaf or whatever, but Grace, the preacher on Greenleaf, her son had actually robbed a pharmacy. And they had video cameras of everything of the son robbing a store. And she went in, and the police said, he said he was with his mom. And the police said, are you sure? She was like, yes, I was with him. It was like, we can see that you weren't with him. So she actually put everything on the line to take that charge for her son. Now, she didn't go to jail or anything like that, but she put herself in a position to go to prison because she loved her son. So Keith, that's like the craziest thing. So what do you do? Would you do something like that for your child? Is that crazy? Would you take that chance? I mean, you love your kids. I know we're talking about spouse, but spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. I just thought that episode was so relatable to what we're talking about. So would you lie for your child if you knew that they were out there doing wrong and it's like, okay, yeah, I was with my mama. I was with my mom. I was with my dad. And you probably hadn't seen that child in like 3 weeks.
Well, I'll be like, baby, you younger.
So you got time.
You have more life. By the time you get out, you can start all over. Freddie said it happens on Snap all the time. They Absolutely. Sharon says, but she probably didn't have a father figure.
But she had her grandfather.
Lori says, no, ma'am.
You wouldn't lie.
But my thing is, Sharon, I get it when you said no father figure, but to be honest with you, it's kind of hard to say this day and time because some kids have both parents. Because you have a father figure don't mean if it's not the right father figure.
So Matthew said lie and whatever else. So Matthews, tell Kenyak Matthews, I think that's how you pronounce the name. Sorry if I'm butchering it. So you would lie for your kids so that they wouldn't go to jail? Key just said they're a lot younger than she is. So she's like, no, you got time today. So go ahead and go to jail. I don't know. It's like,
I'm not gonna lie and say it wouldn't be hard.
Sharon said I'm not lying for them.
Gloria said no criminal wrong. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, it's easy for me to sit here and say yes, I would not lie. But I think I probably stand by that. It'll have to be a whole lot of story. I mean, taking a charge for my child when you didn't have to do that. I just don't like jail. My little child out there wilding it out, but I'm behind bars. I mean, Johnny, you 15, you 16. They give you 30, you at least about 45 years old. Mama,
but you love your kids.
I do. I'm still gonna love them for money on their books.
Oh, so you're gonna take care of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're gonna take care of them while they're